everybody, welcome back to James Plays Obduction with an O. We are standing here in front of some rocks to start the video off and ease your concerns immediately. Yes, I made a little oopsie at the end of the last video. During the video, we had gone around and checked everything along the track and paid attention to all the rocks, and then we came back to this towards the end of the video, and I was further down the way, and I looked over, and I'm like, is everything good? Yep, everything's good, because I couldn't see the rocks in here, and totally forgot that there were rocks in here, and you know what happens. Sometimes I forget things, sometimes I just don't see things in front of my face to begin with, or sometimes I get stuck for things that you probably already know the answers to, and I probably frustrate you a lot. But I'd like to think that if you've been watching my videos for a while, especially with the whole Myst series and this, that you know things get resolved soon enough. Whether I end up getting stuck on a puzzle and using the hints to figure my way out of the conundrum, or I don't see something and I just take a little step back and then it dawns on me, or at worst, the next video, like so. So yeah, we're gonna hop on into our little laser cart and blast away these rocks. And there we go. Now, not only have we now done this, but in between the last video and this one, I took down a whole bunch of notes in my handy-dandy notebook. Junior! We finished off the first notebook with Myst 5, and we've started a new one. And not only do we have a new notebook, but we have a new pen to go with it. Pen Junior Junior. A Pen Junior still has some ink left in them, but I figured, you know, I could retire Pen Junior, let them spend the rest of their days writing things on the calendar now, and just start fresh with everything. New notebook, new pen, and, you know, just between you and me, I think there might even be something romantic starting between Notebook Junior and Pen Junior Junior. I don't want to force anything. I don't want to get into their business, you know. But at the same time, ooh, romance in the air. Anyway. So, yeah, I wrote down a whole bunch of things for stuff to do in this episode and possibly the next, so I don't forget anything. And we have a lot of things to follow up on and resolve. I'm actually quite amazed at how much this game has just opened up with. Just so much stuff. And here's even more now that we've found our way into this cave. Doesn't look like I can explore this plane in any detail. Gardena County Airport, A51, and it's called the Nightopia. Okay. How it ended up in here. I mean, this does look like a very round bit of cave, as if it was carved out using one of those machines that just grabs and transports. And maybe this was transported in during that process. It was just kind of plucked out of the sky and clunked down here. I don't know. Looks like a bar of sorts, and this looks like the dome that we're in, the confined area, with some vague outlines of this and that. If I could overlay this onto... Do I have a picture of the map? Yes, I do. I just can't really put these close together. Because here we have... Yeah, all this stuff makes sense in that regard, right? The garage, and the scrapyard, and the ramp. So we had the whole thing, the closed-off area with the garage next to it. Tunnels. Okay. So yeah, hit the garage area with the gas station, the ramp, and then there's a vague layout of the town there. Okay. I don't know necessarily what information I'm supposed to be getting from that. I kind of want to take those pictures into Photoshop and overlay one over the other to see if I can understand that in the future. We're not going to spend the whole episode just staring at that drawing and pretending I know what I'm doing. Okay. Getting a little funky here. Is it gonna pick up at all, or is it just this? Okay, alright. Be that way. Oh, wait. I thought it was starting to, you know, go somewhere with it, but it didn't. Just like a little something. Perils of the Sea. Okay, this is to make a drink. Gold Tummy Buster. I think I've seen a video where a girl used one of those. Was magnificent. Motang Blast. Orange Astronaut Drink. I love that. Oh, actually, can these be turned around or anything? Okay. And then Arai Tai. Plant type. And attributes. That feels mildly important. So, then anything else? Don't see any way to interact with any of that. Crash site. Okay. Okay. Anything else to see or do here? There is this. Appears to be non-functional, though. Something to try and keep in mind for the future if we ever get stuck and think we might need do something with drinks. Heading back out now. So, yeah, as I was saying, we got notes on notes on notes here for a bunch of things to do. So I had that marked down that I did miss that rock pile. And the next thing, since we're right here in town, is the fact that we did get power to the town. So I want to just kind of do a quick look around. Oh, that's just the game's just the music. I thought that I was hearing something inside. Anyway, yeah, just seeing if anything is different now that places might have power where they didn't before. I don't even see a switch on this thing. Again, we have like the clashing of different types of rocks. You can see this curve as if just they took a chunk out of this cave and ended up replacing it with something else. Looks like the same stuff as the sphere and elsewhere. So I don't know if there's a solution that we'll end up having for dealing with such things or what. I don't think I see anything here that would matter with the power. Welcome mat. No key under it. Come up here before. We have the area with the tree, and this, nothing matters here. This is still. And we can't do anything with any of this. So yeah, I don't know necessarily what that would have done for us. I was thinking that it might be related to getting the battery set up. That now we would have something usable that we didn't before. But this area we already had power. But we have this... I wonder if there's any way to move this stuff around. You know, get it out of my way so I can get over here. Yeah, he wants the cable hooked up for the battery. We did this. We have some notes about things like topping off the charge and this and that. But it seems like there's still more to do. And I just don't quite know how to do it. There was this that my attention comes to, that it's goes into here and it hangs off this edge and it's not connected to anything. We have a rail. Can we bring something here that it connects to? We come up to a dead end here. We can't cross on foot. We have a crane over there on that side. And a cave over there. Maybe I might be able to do something with the teleporting. Where we go to the edge of the dome and we get teleported to somewhere else on the opposite side. But yeah, I don't think I see anything necessarily that we can do that we couldn't before when it comes to power. What is that, actually? This doesn't take me up anymore? Didn't we use this to get up here in the first place? And that's how we got the waterfall and everything going? Does it not work because of that now? Many questions. Let me... I think it's just supposed to be the way that the light is coming through the roof there. I mean, this is a very shiny purplish, just like we were seeing there, and I don't see any such things when I'm in there. So we'll leave that be. Okay. A couple of things already checked off our list there. Now, let me go back to this. Okay. The gate over here that we use to get into, you know, the other areas. I have closed that. And now what we want to do is get teleported to where we can cross that. So I need to just check real quick where that is. Okay. Think we are good. We're going to be going across this way, obviously, because I believe it's like a direct opposite direction for being teleported. Now, I believe I've made a slight mistake in that I didn't write things down as clearly as I should have. But we'll be alright. I wrote down that there's a boundary past the rock door. And I'm trying to remember exactly... Oh, no, okay. Okay, we're okay. Kind of. You know it's bad when you write notes and then you can't remember what your notes mean? That's always a good thing, right? So we have that connected, and we can come over here. Trying to remember now how I'm going to navigate with the Watergate closed to get to places is going to be a challenge of its own. But for right now, I think we're okay. Okay, so from here... There we are. So now we can cross, and we have this, and we have this. And now we... Okay, look at that. That makes perfect sense. That makes me happy. And then this is new to us, I think. Yep, now we can get to this tower. Does the button work? That's concerning. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well... So, this is going to have something to do with the telephone booth. And then, from there, we're going to be able to divert the power that we need. Now we know that, at least. That goes around and... A lot of numbers. It's asking us for a lot of numbers, and we just haven't necessarily found anything that we're apparently supposed to have found. Just stuff for me to think about for the future. But that's excellent, that now we no longer have to worry about that gate being opened or closed. We can now get... Oh, well, actually, no. We still have to go in a roundabout way. We can't just bypass the gate. We have to do the whole teleport thing. So here's the phone booth. Maybe this isn't connected to anything. And this is just, we use this so that we know what the numbers were on the other thing, because it didn't have numbers on it. That a possibility. But anyway, the next thing that I marked on my list is that there may have been a ramp to get on top of something over here. Okay. So, no, we did look at everything that there was to see here. It was just a glimpse that I caught of something in the video where it looked like maybe things were connected. That does call that back down. But we are not... Are we able to hit the button while we're in it? And I don't see how we can actually use this to ride... Oh. Shh. It's quiet time. It's quiet time, everybody. Shh. Shh. Okay? Look, we're figuring things out, sort of. They're not the most important of things. This, I still... No idea. I figure we will... mess with this some other... point in time? Okay, no, I can't. I can't right now. That is going to be very confusing, and I just, no. Next thing in our notes. Telephone booth, the machine, the tree, the boundaries. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to one of these teleport things and actually see what the hell that's all about. So this, I believe, puts us in the vicinity of the Farley house, if not pretty much right on top of it. And I'm just going down this way. Okay. This is connected to the tower, so we would... I don't know. I just don't know with any of that stuff. But yeah, up here is where we found our first teleporter. It may not be the first, but we will go ahead and get transported to a new location and see what's going on with that. maybe things are more interconnected than I might realize. And there will be answers for here based on things we find elsewhere. Okay. So this is a very... I mean, the place itself doesn't necessarily look alien, but that does. I could be wrong. And I think our goal is to find our way over there. Anything... like a chunk of stone was carved out. Well, I might have been saving this for no reason at all. Because we're just at a dead end. Unless there's a way that I can get somewhere else. Okay, let's think about this for a moment. We get teleported to a different area. It's not like we have inventory or anything. The only stuff that we take with us is knowledge. And from here, all we can do is go down to a doorway that's not opening. I see no other paths, and I see no information, and I see no interactables. I see these things. And then this. I see nothing that would be, like, indicating a door, like a knob or a button to press. I see a little hint of something on the other side. So now, the conclusion that I would make is that we did find another teleporter. I don't think the teleporters are taking us to two different worlds, but to two different places on the same world. Because it looked like that door might open from the other side. So now we will go back to where the second teleporter was. Boy, I really hope something works out for me for this episode. We're kind of resolving just some loose ends, but not really making progress. Not yet, at least. I suppose tying up loose ends and narrowing down our focus is a form of progress in and of itself. But I like feeling like when I end an episode, I'm set up with ideas on what to do in the next episode. We may have that with the list of stuff that I've written down. But we'll see. So this is a no-go. This also does feel very different from the other place, so maybe we are looking at multiple worlds after all. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Let's go down to the end of this first. See what there is to see. And now, is there a way to, like, retract? It's not like they have a thing to, like, pull them up. Just suspended cables. Okay. So we had enough clearance for that, alright. I was worried that we didn't. Okay. Why does that feel bad? I hate you. I hate that I'm going to be walking past you and won't be able to see you. Okay, we're just hoofing it. I mean, this feels significant. Very, very much like the sphere on Hunrath. Different color. We got music playing. That's the only reason I'm coming back to look. It's like, was the music suggesting something? But I don't see anything. Oh. Okay. So these are that color. We might actually be in that same world after all. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, we'll go here first. Doesn't look like there's anything here. And we'll avoid the crumbling temple for a moment and look over here. And go down and further along that way. So let's look up here first. There is some big machine that has fallen to pieces. Don't see anything to interact with. I don't see another way down. Just try to look at my surroundings. Couldn't get around over there, right? And I'm not seeing controls. And I don't think I see a way to get across. Now here's a big ball of brown rock with walls of this and that. Like this was taken out of Hunrath. And it's got a teleporter of its own. Do I want to use such a thing right this moment, or is there anything else I would do first? There's the stairs the other way, and I don't see a way to get across from here into the more of this area, so let's look down here. Is this letting me get to the other side? It is. Not. Because this is in the way. So I need to move this in order to get to this ramp there. Alright, alright. But I haven't seen any mechanisms. The only thing that I saw that I can manipulate is that bridge. So let me check that bridge again before we use the teleporter. I took a wrong turn and ended up somewhere new. I don't know how I did that, but I did. So let's look at what we've got here. We can get down. Can't get around this, and no reason to. And I'm finding myself getting caught on stuff, which is making me very concerned. I don't like getting caught on stuff and then we live there. That's not exactly the kind of ending I want for any game. I didn't touch anything. It's like making noises, and I don't like that. Yeah, no, I'm glad I didn't go to the teleporter. I'm glad I thought about going back to the bridge. Because this is... I don't know how I got here. But we did. And this is gonna take me... lower. Huh. There's a lot going on here now. Which is good. Remember I said I like feeling set up for the future? Well, that certainly seems to be happening right now. Oh, boy, there's... Wow. I'm too scared to touch anything. Because there's all of a sudden there's just a lot. Again, I'm very overwhelmed. Oh boy. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's go actually try to find that damn bridge again. And then we'll come back to this. I figured out how I got lost. There was a set of stairs next to the set of stairs that I went down. Oh, I shouldn't need to hit that again. Let me... That does keep going. And this lets me off here just fine. That's interesting. Oh boy. We're gonna be teleporting again, I guess, once we break the... Okay, so that's at its limit. And that's at its limit. So this lever must be to call this into position if I were to somehow get stuck over on this side. That's my thought process, at least. And this is purposeful, that we would be able to walk over here and reach the wall, the limits of our confinement. And then this... Okay, yeah, they are call buttons. But what was this for? I don't know why I put this down. Very... Yeah, it's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me all day long. As well as that thing. Okay, so... let's head back to the temple. That's what I'm calling it, because it's a thing carved in stone and it looks all fancy like a temple. And let's assess what things we are able to do. We have a teleporter device. See? Here's... See? Stairs and stairs. So we can go up here, and then there's a whole bunch of crap for me to play around with. And then there's a teleporter over here. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do neither. Because we can call this an episode. And then next episode, we can play around over here. And then when we inevitably break everything, we can run away using the teleporter. Alright? Does that sound like a good plan to you? Sounds like a good plan to me. And I'm just taking in the sights, seeing how everything goes. I'm not fully understanding what some of this stuff is. Hell, what all of this stuff is. But it looks like I'd be able to get across the way, like the chains are supposed to move and it like pulls itself across, sort of thing. Except it don't work. And then we get up here, and just like the way these are, just like giant pulleys and gears that go off into the mist. And it just seems like it could be some kind of transport for things. So... yeah. We'll go ahead and call this an episode now. Next time we will just push buttons, pull levers, ride elevators, get stuck. This is kind of a scary place to be. I love ya. Mwah. Bye-bye.